In the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, if the Israelis are really the hateful ones, why is it that in Israel, terrorist groups like Hamas claim so many of the Palestinians killed? And then in the West, not letting the other side speak is something done exclusively by pro-Palestinian students to pro-Israel students. Oh, and then there's also the vandalism, like today's story. Let's take a look. If you took a trip to the University of Oregon last week, you might have run across this Jewish Hillel group sign, which was defaced with "Free Palestine, you fucks," what appears to be the number 21, something illegible, and then what looks like "fuck your high horse"? Honestly, isn't the whole point of graffiti to communicate a message? I mean, you can have illegal, but still really beautiful graffiti sometimes in the city, but this is just lazy. Anyway, the school's student life VP, Kevin Marbury, called the vandalism an unacceptable violation of our university values, and said anti-Semitism and other forms of hate have no place at the University of Oregon. Meanwhile, the Student Senate has passed a resolution supporting the boycott, divest, sanction movement, which calls on schools to stop doing business with companies like HP and Boeing that support Israel. But the administration wasn't quite on board. University of Oregon President Michael Schill said, "To many Jewish people, myself included, the BDS movement not only seeks to criticize the policies of the current Israeli government, but also calls into question the very right of the state of Israel to exist." And let's be honest, the whole notion of boycotting is pretty absurd. I'm not going to boycott Green Day just because they hate President Trump. No, I'll still jam to their tunes because for me, the personal is not political. Okay, occasionally when hashing out the theme song for a border control themed reality TV show, I might take cheap, entirely figurative shots like Boulevard of Broken Dreamers. More puns where that came from in my Rebel columns. But you get the point. I'm not going to judge a product based on the politics or funding decisions of the people who make it. But back to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. I am going to judge pro-Palestinian students when I so consistently see stuff like this.
I am a Palestinian, and I have to hide my fucking face in front of all of you for the sake of my family, for the sake of my people who are dying because of our money, funding companies that are profiting off of our deaths. I have to wonder every time I see a fucking massacre in Gaza whether my fucking institution is making a profit off of it. Blood is on our hands.
What happened to civility? Then again, nowadays we're told that civility is just code for white supremacy. For Campus Unmasked, I'm Rob Shimshock. If you like this video and support our mission, please make sure to comment and subscribe. If something happens on your campus and you'd like us to investigate, send us details using the form on campusunmasked.com.